Why, hi there. I'm Ron Jeckett, and Retro Sports Network presents a special. Today, May 26, 1946, a Sunday, but being recorded for a Friday. It is the 1946 Boston Red Sox replay from Fenway Park. It is the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees, and the opening of a two-game doubleheader between these two rivals in the American League. We should have a good one for you today. Bill Bevins, pitching for the Yankees, and Tex Houston for the Red Sox. The opener of a twin bill. And this is a pilot game, so I'm not quite sure if you'll hear this or not. But I owe you a game for a Friday. And the game I did between the Braves and the Giants didn't really work. So if I can get the sound right on this is the game that you will see. And so let's give you the lineup for the Yankees. Stuffy Sternweiss will lead it off and play third for New York. Johnny Lindell, the right fielder, bats second. Charlie Keller, the left fielder, bats third. The other DiMaggio, Joe, what happened to him? Anyway, he's in center and he cleans up. Nick Enton, the first baseman, bats fifth. Joe Gordon, the second baseman, bats sixth. Bill Dickey, the Hall of Fame catcher, bats seventh. Phil Rizzuto bats eighth, and Bill Bevins will pitch him bat ninth. Defensively for the Red Sox, it's Ted Williams in left, Dom DiMaggio in center, Catfish Mekovich in right. Rip Russell is at third, Johnny Pesky is at short, Bobby Doerr at second, Rudy York at first, and Hal Wagner behind the plate. And Houston on the mound, he is 5-2 getting into the 26th of May with a 2.32 ERA, 77 innings, 70 hits. He has allowed 4 homers, walked 15, and struck out 46. So Sternweiss is ready. Slow start, slow first quarter, 2:08, no homers and 5 RBI. Houston delivers, ground ball to second, Doerr to York, 1 out. Brings up Lindell, 269, no homers and 5 RBI. Houston's ready. There's a pop-up. Doerr goes by the bag at second for the out. These two teams, the Red Sox are in first, and I believe the Yankees are in second. And that is the case. The Yankees are 5 out. The Red Sox, 26-12, have won 5 straight and 7 out of their last 10. The Cubs, by the way, have won 8 straight and they have a 4-game lead over St. Louis and Brooklyn. Anyway, here's Charlie Keller. Charlie at 232, 11 homers and 27 RBI. Houston delivers, popped up. York should have it. He does, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, after 1/2 inning. No score. So Bill Bevins takes his warm-up tosses, and this is the lineup that he will face. Catfish Mekovich will lead off. Johnny Pesky bats second. Ted Williams bats third. Bobby Doerr fourth. Rudy York fifth. Dom DiMaggio sixth. Rip Russell seventh. Wagner eighth. Then Houston, the pitcher, ninth. He threw 10 pitches in the first inning. It'll be Keller in left, Joe DiMaggio in center, who does not have his brother's range, but almost has as good of an arm. Great arm. Lindell in right. Sternweiss at third. Rizzuto, the scooter, at short. Joe Gordon at second. Etten at first. Rizzuto and Gordon, the better defenders, with Bill Dickey behind the plate. 7 range and a 4 arm. Bevins has a 1.14 ERA. And a 2-3 record. In 47 innings, he's allowed 39 hits, a homer, walked 11, and struck out 17. So here comes Mekovich. Catfish at 278, 2 homers and 19 RBI. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit right side, so the Red Sox are in business. Johnny Pesky with a big hitting streak going on. 344. 1 homer and 15 RBI. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Rizzuto to Gordon for 1. Over to Etten. That's 2. And it'll bring up Williams. Teddy at 331. 9 homers and 33 RBI. Pitch from Floyd, fly ball to right. Lindell is there, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 1, it's the Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing. So it'll be Joe DiMaggio, Etten, and Gordon here in the second to face Houston. Bevins, who could throw about 145, retired the Red Sox on 6 pitches. Joseph at 336, 6 homers and 23 RBI. Pitch, there's a fly ball to right. Mekovich doesn't even have to move, 1 out. Nick Etten, 262, 5 homers and 23 RBI. Pitch from Houston, there's another fly ball to right. Mekovich is there, 2 out. Joe Gordon, boy, did he really slump in 46. In fact, he slumped so bad, he played himself out of town. He'd end up with the Indians after a while. 188, 6 homers, and 8 RBI. How, my goodness, how bad do you have to be slumping if you can hit 6 homers and drive in only 2 others, because you drive in yourself 6. Houston delivers, and he struck him out. Swing and a miss on a 2-2 breaking ball. No runs, no hits, no errors. After an inning and a half here at Fenway, no score. So be Bobby Doerr, Rudy York, and Don DiMaggio. Bobby at 282, 3 homers and 31 RBI. Pitch from Bevins is popped up left side. Rizzuto is there, 1 out. That'll bring up Sergeant York. Rudy at 231, 4 homers and 24 RBI. Bevins is ready. Fly ball popped up. Gordon goes over into foul territory and makes the catch. That'll bring up Dummy at 373. A homer and 21 RBI. Pitch from Bevins. Got him. A 1-2 breaking ball in the inside corner for strike 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. After 2, no score. So Bevins has thrown 16 pitches through his first 6 hitters. Houston has done 22 through 6. Bill Dickey, the Hall of Famer, 265, 2 homers, and 12 RBI. Coming to the end of Bill's career here. Pitch here is a line drive to Door, makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Phil Rizzuto at the beginning of his career. At 212, no homers and 3 RBI. Houston's pitch got him. 1-2 pitch swung on him, missed strike 3. So 2 strikeouts for Houston. Here's Bevins. Bevins at 286, no homers or RBI. Hit 2 on the real year. Pitch from Houston, walked him. Not what you want to do there. They'll bring up Stuffy Sternweiss. First time through the lineup, 35 pitches for Texan, 2 2/3 innings, and a walk. First base runner for the Yankees. Sternweiss is 0 for 1. Pitch popped up. Pesky should have it. He does. And he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2.5. The Yankees nothing, the Red Sox nothing. So Rip Russell, Hal Wagner, and Tex Houston here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. Depending on how this goes, will depend on which video game you see, either Game 1 or Game 2 of this doubleheader. What else can we tell you? But you will get the doubleheader on Memorial Day, and you'll see them Tuesday and Friday at home against the Washington Nationals. Those you will see in their entirety, the whole thing. Russell at 157, 2 homers and 9 RBI. Pitch, liner right to Bill, and that's an out. Weather, I didn't even get into that. It's a gorgeous day here in Boston, 64 degrees. Winds are blowing out to right center. That's out towards the triangle at 16. So a good fly ball should get a run, should score a run. Here's Wagner at 233, 3 homers and 18 RBI. Pitch from Bevins is ball 4. So Wagner draws the walk. Infield is in at the corners, Sternweiss and Etten. Houston does get the bunt down. It'll be Dickey. Throw to first, and it's retired. So score at 2-4 on the bunt. And that'll bring up Mekovich, who's 1 for 1. He has a lone hit of the game, a single. So Bevins, 26 pitches through the first 9 hitters, 2 2/3 innings, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Pitch to Mekovic, strike 3. A 2-2 pitch on the inside corner retires aside. No runs, no hits, no errors. Again, after 3, no score. So it'll be Johnny Lindell, Charlie Keller, and Joe DiMaggio for the Yankees here in the 4th. Lindell is 0 for 1. And as soon as my screen clears, that you can see, I can move on. That's my work partner, giving me some information. If he ever watches these things, he'll be surprised. Pitch from Houston. There's a line drive to second. Door leaps and makes a good play. So 1 out, and I'll bring up Keller, who is 0 for 1. Charlie looks like a truck driver in that picture, doesn't it? That cap is on askew. It's a size too short. Looks like he could be. Looks like either someone that drives a tractor or drives a truck. Pitch to him, and there's a long drive to right that will go all the way to the wall. Mekovic didn't play it right, and Keller is on with a double. So I jinxed it. Didn't say it was a no-hitter, but I jinxed it. Here's DiMaggio. Joe is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to center. There goes his brother back to the warning track, and he makes the catch. It's a web gem. He leaped up against the wall and made the catch. And remember, there is no padding there. There wouldn't be any until after the 75 series. So Keller goes to third. DiMaggio twirls his arm around like he hurt his shoulder. It literally was, I think, by the 380 sign out in left center. I was a baby, so I don't really remember the play. But Freddie Lynn crashed against that wall in the 75 series and wasn't right for a long time after that. And that's when they finally put the padding, I guess you can kind of see it, in this picture of Fenway. But it certainly wasn't there in 46. Here's Nick Etten. He's 0 for 1. 2 out. Keller on third. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up first base side. York is there. And he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 3.5, there is still no score. So Johnny Pesky is sitting on a 20-game hitting streak. 0 for 1 today. Evans delivers, popped up, Dickey in foul territory, 1 out. Bring up Ted Williams, he's 0 for 1. And there's a long fly ball to right. Back goes Lindell, and he makes the catch in foul territory. There's only 2 feet of foul territory back there, so he got it right around the pole. Williams says a few words. Kicking dirt is not his thing, and he'll go back to the dugout. 2 out for Bobby Doerr, who's 0 for 1. Pitch from Bevins, ground ball up the middle. Gordon to Etten, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played a quick 4, and there is still no score. So he'll be Joe Gordon, Bill Dickey, and Phil Rizzuto. Gordon is 0 for 1 as one of the 2 strikeouts thrown by Houston. And make it 2 of the 3 as he watches strike 3 on an 0-2 pitch. 1 out for Dickey, who is 0 for 1. The lone hit, Charlie Keller. Dickey makes it 2 as he grounds that one into right. And so he is on for Rizzuto, who is 0 for 1. Pitch from Houston, ball 4. So the Scooter looked at a 3-1 pitch low and away, and Dickey will move to second. So with 1 out, Bevins can bunt. Now what do I do here? I'm going to pitch to him. Bevins will bunt. It's Wagner, throws it over to Doerr, and the Red Sox concede the sacrifice. 2 out for Sternweiss, who was 0 for 2. Houston in 4 2/3 innings, 2 hits. No runs, has walked 2 and struck out 3. 64 pitches for the first 18. Pitch to Sternweiss. Runners go, and they'll score on the single to right. Dickey scores. Rizzuto. Well, Mekovich is going to try for him. The throw comes home. It will not be in time, and it's 2-0 New York. So Sternweiss with a big 2-run single, and the Yankees break out to a 2-0 lead. I'll bring up Lindell, who was 0 for 2. If Houston can win this, he'll be 6-2 on the year. Pitch. Got him. Full count. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Halfway home at Fenway. 2-0. New York. Bjork, DiMaggio, and Russell for the Red Sox here in the 5th. York is 0 for 1. Pitch from Bevins. There's a fly ball to right. Lindell is there, 1 out. Here's DiMaggio, one of the 2 strikeout victims by Bevins. DiMaggio doesn't strike out that much, only 12 times in 127 at-bats. Pitch from Bevins. There's a slow grounder to short. Rizzuto from the grass. He throws. It is not in time. So an infield hit for DiMaggio, and that'll bring up Rip Russell, who is 0 for 1. And is the tying run. Popped up third base side. Sternweiss is there for the out. 2 out for Wagner, who walked his first time up. The lone walk allowed by Bevins, who usually walks his fair share. And this time he strikes out. Swung on and missed on an 0-2 pitch to retire this side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 5, it's still New York 2, Boston nothing. So 65 degrees, winds blowing out 16 to right. Here's Charlie Keller, one of the 3 Yankee hits. Did not score the runs, though. That will be Dickey and Rizzuto, but he did have a double his first time, or the last time up. Pitch from Houston, struck him out. 1-2 pitch on the inside corner for strike 3. So that's 5 from Tex. And that'll bring up DiMaggio, who is 0 for 2. Pitch to Joe. There's a long drive to left center. Brother Dommy's there at the track, and he makes the catch. The wind kind of knocked it down on a good day. That could have been a home run. So I'll bring up Enton, who's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to shallow left. Williams comes in and makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5.5, it's still New York 2, Boston nothing. So that'll bring up Tex Houston. Houston, Mekovich, and Pesky for the Red Sox. And if anyone should reach, Ted Williams. Houston sacrificed his first time up and swing. Nope, he checked it, but it's a 1-2 curve below the belt for strike 3. So Bevins has thrown 63 pitches through 18 batters. 5 in the 3rd innings, 2 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 4. Including Catfish Mekovich, who was 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out. This time he strikes out again as Bevins gets him on the inside corner with an 87-mile heater. Brings up Johnny Pesky, who's 0 for 2. Pesky swings and hits a high fly ball right center. Back goes DiMaggio and Lindell. It will get into the triangle. Pesky's got himself a double, and that hitting streak moves to 21 games. So that'll bring up Ted Williams, who's 0 for 2. I wonder if they pitch to Ted. Bobby Doerr on deck. 2 out. They do pitch to Williams, fouled it off. 0-2 the count. Williams has walked 38 times in the Red Sox 38 games. This is game 39 for both teams. Pitch to Ted. Popped up. Etten should have it. He does. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. Pesky's hitting streak goes to 21. After 6, it's New York 2, Boston nothing. Joe Gordon 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. 2 of the 5 by Houston. Strike 3 the call. 0-2 pitch on the inside corner. So Houston has struck out 6. He has struck out 52 on the year. Here's Dickey. He has singled and scored 1 for 2. Houston delivers. Ground ball to second. Doerr to York for the second out. Here's Rizzuto. Phil is 0 for 1. He has struck out, walked, and scored. Pitch from Houston. There's a liner up the middle. That's a base hit. Dorr should have had that. Took a split second longer than to move on the drive, and it happened to go through. So 2 out for Bevins, who is walked and bunted. So he has no at-bats today. Third plate appearance, he strikes out a 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. So after 6.5 stretch time on the back bay, it's New York 2, Boston nothing. So Dorr, York, and DiMaggio here for the Red Sox in the 7th. I tell you what, at some point we will get a couple Braves games in. I did enjoy doing that. Dorr is 0 for 2. Pitch from Bevins is popped up. Dickey removes the mask, and there's one away. It just didn't record very well, the Braves game. I got to reload the stadiums from the old computer. I think I had that right file. Not sure. But I'll look for it. In any event. So, hopefully we'll get all the stadiums redone. So I'll have to redo them all. Here's Rudy York. He's 0 for 2. But I will redo the Polo Grounds at some point because it was just a mess. Pitch to York. Struck him out. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called. So 2 out for DiMaggio here in the 7th, who was 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. Bevins delivers. There's a sharp grounder to third. Sternweiss over to Hinton to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Both pitchers are pitching gems. After 7, it's the Yankees 2, the Red Sox nothing. So look at the right lineup, Ronnie. Sternweiss, Lindell, and Keller for the Yankees here in the 8th as the Yankees start their 4th trip through. Houston 7 innings, 4 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 7. Thrown 100 pitches, so that's pretty good. About 33 1/3 per trip through the lineup. Sternweiss has 2 RBI. Had those in the 5th. He drove in the only 2 runs of the game on an RBI single. 1 for 3, or 2 RBI single. Pitch from Houston, fouled back. Ooh, it hit the mask of Wagner. So Jose Feliciano, who's the home plate umpire, makes sure he's okay, and we're ready to go again. A 1-strike pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit right side. Sternweiss does it again. York with a dive, but he dove late. And so that's a poor fielding play. That puts the Yankees in business to start the 8th. Lindell is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out, and Lindell gives Feliciano a few words. And Jose just didn't hear the right combination and doesn't throw him out. So Lindell tried to light his fire and just couldn't do it. All right, here's Charlie Keller. He's 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Yanks 2-0 in the 8th, top the 8th, 1 out. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, with 4 stranded for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left on for the Red Sox. Sternweiss is a threat to steal. Throw to first, and he's still a threat to steal. Runner back. He goes. The pick off, the pitch out, and they got him. So the stealing chances went from 71 to 72 after the pickoff, and so it was a pitch out, and Wagner gunned him down. 2 out for Keller, and a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch to Keller, fly ball to right. Bekovic goes back, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 7.5 in Boston, it's 2-0 Yankees. So Russell, Wagner, and Houston. Pitch count-wise, Houston is good to go to the 9th. I think it really depends on what Russell and Wagner do. Rip is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to right center. DiMaggio is there, 1 out. Here's Wagner. He's 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked. Bevins is throwing a 3-hitter. He has just pitched a magnificent baseball game. Pitch to Hal, opposite field. Here comes Keller. 2 out. So they'll let Houston bat. Or I'll let Houston bat. He struck out. It was only official at bat. It'll be Mekovich, Pesky, and Williams if you're looking ahead to the Boston ninth. Bevins delivers, and Houston hits a single in the left field. So Mekovich will bat. That's only the fourth Red Sox hit. Here's Catfish. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So through 7 2/3, as the Red Sox start their fourth time through the lineup, Bevins has thrown a very tidy 93 pitches, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts, including 2 to this man. Pitch from Bevins. There's a line drive into left center. That's a base hit. Houston goes to third. And all of a sudden, the Red Sox have runners in the corners, 2 outs for Pesky, who extended his hitting streak to 21 last time and is 1 for 3 with a double. Pitch from Bevins. There's a grounder up the middle. Gordon to Etten, the net retires the side. So the Red Sox threaten, but they cannot score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 8, New York 2, Boston nothing. So DiMaggio, Etten, and Gordon for Houston, who is good to go here in the ninth. And for the Red Sox, it'll be Williams, Dorr, and York in the ninth. Pitch to Joe. Line drive right to York at first. 1 out. Here's Etten. He's 0 for 3. Houston delivers. There's a pop-up left side. Williams will have it. He's got it. Looked like a pop-up off the bat, but it really was a fly ball. So here's Joe Gordon, who hasn't even taken the bat off the shoulder. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. Pesky should have that. And the Yankees go in order in the ninth. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8.5 in the books. New York 2, Boston nothing. So as I said, Williams, Dorr, and York. Maybe pick the right game to record. I hope it works. Kenny's 0 for 3. That's a rarity that he wouldn't even get on base. Bevins with his 99th pitch. Ground ball to third. Sternweiss on a poor play. Williams beats it out. Wow. So Sternweiss got a bad jump on it. It was a bang-bang throw. And Williams is on with a single. So Dorr is the tying run. Leon Culberson is into pinch run. Dorr the tying run. York on deck. He is 0 for 3. Pitch from Bevins. There is now 1 for 4. Line drive into right center. Culberson will hold at second. York, who has 3 game-winning RBIs on the year, is the winning run at the plate. Bevins is on 103 pitches. Really has thrown a gem, but the last couple innings, the Red Sox have hit him hard. Pitch to York. Line drive, ground ball to short. To Gordon for 1. To Etten for 2. So Rizzuto quiets down the crowd on the sharp grounder hit to him, a reflex reaction, and that'll bring up Dom DiMaggio, who is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. So a single extends the game. Culberson, the pinch runner, on third. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth here at Fenway. The crowd is up again. Pitch from Bevins, and it's strike 3. And the Yankees win 2-0. What an effort from Bevins. It took 2 hours and 1 minute to play it. 2 complete games. So the Yankees get both the runs, the only 2 runs of the game in the 5th, on a stuffy Sternweiss 2 RBI single. Johnny Pesky did double in the 6th to make his hitting streak at 21 games. Bevins threw the shutout. 7 hits, 9 innings, 7 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. He moves to 3-3. What an effort. ERA's got to be pretty low, too. Houston with a complete game, but the 2 runs in the 5th was it. 5 hits, 2 walks. Both the runs were earned, and he struck out 8, and he falls to 5-3. The Red Sox fall to 26-13. The Yankees moved to 4 back at 22-17. And Bevins with that shutout has his ERA dipped to 0.96. That's not shabby at all. So that'll do it for me, Ron. That'll do it for us. If it worked, this is the game that you will see. Game 1 of the doubleheader. And don't forget, we have another doubleheader, but we'll break it into two between the Red Sox and the Nationals for Memorial Day. Until then, I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you the next time.